right, guys, welcome back to episode 16, season 3 of the Browns Place podcast. I'm Jeremy.
I'm Ryan.
All right, let's get right into it. We're a little late on this one, so we got a lot of stuff to talk about, so we'll whip it out real quick. Let's start off with, as usual, we always start NFL. Let's get through some NFL. Big news, I guess, is, well, since we were on last, the trade.
Myles
Big blockbuster trade. Yeah. What do you think about that, Myles Garrett?
I think that sucks. I think that really, really sucks.
It sucks for you, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think that really sucks. But I mean, that's full win now mode. But it's kind of they gave up a lot. I mean, what they gave up two first rounds, who's, I mean, that's an All-Pro player, or a Pro Bowl player. So they gave up a lot for Myles Garrett, who's gonna get. I mean, he's getting older, but he just won a Defensive Player of the Year. So
yeah, just came off a Defensive Player of the Year, though. I mean, it's
I think.
I guess you sell him when he's high right now. I guess that's the best time to sell him. But
they should have sold him forever ago because they've just been ruining the poor guy's career in Cleveland.
And so, does that bring out Aaron Donald back from retirement?
That's the rumor. He better not, dude.
Yeah.
I want nothing to do with that. He better not.
So I don't know. I mean, why not, right? You just bring in Myles Garrett, Defensive Player of the Year. Why not run it back one more time? Because, I mean, how many more years you got for Stafford anyway? Maybe one, maybe two more. So,
I think they're probably calling it wraps after this.
Yeah. So
he's an MVP. So you have the reigning MVP and Defensive Player of the Year all on the same team. So that should be.
Yeah, why not, patch it up and strap it back on for one more year and see what you can do, right?
Right.
So, I mean, they were close, too. It wasn't like they, missed the playoffs or just barely got the playoffs.
To be fair, they were the second best team in the league. They're the only team who could have beat the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Without
did beat the Seahawks.
And they almost did, yeah. So
that's did the Browns get enough, you think, with Verse and then first round draft and then other draft compensations?
I'll be honest, I like
it. I don't know.
This isn't a bias thing. I like it more for the Browns than I do for the for the Rams, just because they got 2 first rounds and Jared Verse. Jared Verse is a hell of a player.
Yeah,
he's damn good, and he's younger. So yeah, I like it more for the Browns. Now, are the Browns going to mess that up? Probably drafting and with them just sucking. Probably, but
that's what the Browns do, right? So yeah.
Yeah.
What about AJ Brown to the Patriots?
AJ Brown to the Patriots, it was only a matter of time. That Philadelphia relationship got ruined.
Yeah, I think it was time for him to move on, right?
Yeah.
What about Odell Beckham?
Don't care.
Don't care. Who else did they sign? Giants signed Beckham, Smith-Schuster, and Berrios.
Don't care. Don't care about any of those 3.
All right. QB. How about Russell Wilson going to CBS Sports?
Thank God. It was time.
Couple years too late, probably, on that one.
Probably.
So he should probably take Aaron Rodgers with him, right?
Probably.
So,
Hall of Famer. I mean, shout out to Russell Wilson. Hell of a career. I hated him. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's just. Yeah, exactly. It's just a couple years too late. So
yeah.
What about Micah Parsons? Won't return until mid-October, at least mid-October.
Yeah, I'm not totally surprised by that, but also that's probably a caution thing more than anything. Yeah. And I think that should be. It's not like Packers are going to be good again next year, so they can wait and get him right and fully 100% before, you don't want to rush a guy like that, especially, you traded for him. So you need him fully 100%.
All right. That's it for NFL. Let's get into NHL because we always kind of forget about NHL. So what about NHL?
It's hard to forget this year, dude. I mean, we've had a wild Stanley Cup Finals, and I've actually been watching it.
I have been watching. Okay. So Carolina leading 3-2.
Yeah.
Carolina versus Vegas.
Yeah, and they've been close, scary, up and down games pretty much every game.
I don't know who's going to win this series. Actually, I could see it going either way. I mean,
I could too, but you don't know because one team goes up 4 goals and then goes and gives up 4 goals. So
yeah,
I have no idea what's going to happen. But it's been pretty electric. I mean, that's why people watch hockey. This is why people watch hockey: the Stanley Cup playoffs, the finals. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, this is why we pay attention to just the finals, right?
But this is why I couldn't name a single player on either team, but I'm watching it.
Yeah, no, I mean, entertaining. This is what I like about finals hockey is this right now. So yeah, I can see either one. I mean, if I were to maybe throw in a betting pool, I'd say Vegas, but I don't know. I mean, I just don't know.
I have no idea. So. But I think we're going 7 for sure.
Oh, I think for 7 for sure. Yeah. Even Carolina not being 3-2, I still think I think it'll go 7. So, for sure. All right. What else we got? This is one that I guess we should talk about now. Let's get into French Open tennis.
French Open tennis. Oh God,
we didn't talk about that last time. So I mean, holy shit! Talk about where's all the top players?
Complete bloodbath, man. We had 2 newbies win their first ever Grand Slam title. Sasha Zverev has come close a billion times, but could never get over the hurdle with Joker and everyone else. And he finally did it. Granted, because everyone else got knocked out.
Because they were all gone. Yeah.
So, yeah. And you won't find a bigger Sasha Zverev hater than I, but good for him. He finally did it.
But I mean, he's still. What is he ranked? I think he's still ranked 2. I mean, he's up there.
Yeah, right? he's always a top-rated player.
Yeah,
because he is good. He just never wins a Grand Slam. But he's finally done it. He finally get over the hurdle with Yannick gone and Alcaraz out and Djokovic getting knocked out. So, yeah, I mean, he did it. It was upsets from the start, dude. Taylor Fritz got knocked out in the first round. Yeah. And then it was just chaos from there. Like, it was wild.
I think Ben Shelton was out in the first, and it was the same thing on the women's side too.
Yeah,
they were just getting eliminated, from the first, from the onset. So
yeah,
I think this would have been, probably Sabalenka's probably easiest run to a final. I think.
Yeah, because she wasn't going to have to face Coco, and then she got knocked out too. So.
But then getting knocked out, and it's just like, what the hell's going on over there? Yeah, so I guess heat and everything else, but I mean, still, I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean,
Mira Andreeva.
Yeah. I mean, she's always been really good. She's been good for a long time. Kind of like lingering, even though she's only 19, but she finally gets over the hurdle at 19 at the French Open.
Youngest woman since Monica Seles. At 18.
Yeah, and she did it at what people argue is the hardest place to do it at, on a clay court. So, good for her. Bright future, but it just was chaos this whole tournament.
Yeah, it's just from the get go. It was just people. The big ones were just dropping from the get go. So it was just like, I mean, you didn't know who was going to be there. So. All right, let's get into NBA since it's a hot topic.
NBA, man.
And I'm going to try to leave some of my stuff for another segment later, but I got some people that, yeah. But let's get, just Nick, or how do we get there, I guess? Spurs beat the Thunder, surprisingly, right?
In 7, yeah.
OKC, in 7, and the Knicks were just, waiting for a week for that series to get over with. So, I mean, they were fresh, and then, so it's Spurs and Knicks, and, Knicks come out and win the first 2 in San Antonio.
Yeah, and they were, dude, I mean, the whole series was incredible. Every game was
who are you more surprised about, OG or Jalen Brunson?
OG. I was not
OG,
surprised,
right?
Jalen Brunson.
Yeah. I expect Brunson's going to get his, right? He's going to get his 30, 40 points or whatever. I still don't know how, why can't no one stop Jalen Brunson or at least slow him down? Or if you're going to let him score, you got to make sure everyone else doesn't score, right?
Well, what we had first two games was Landry Shamet, who was just reining it in from
Yeah.
beyond the arc, and Josh Hart,
Yeah.
and yeah, it just was enough. And Jalen Brunson was great as he always usually is. He's just we said this before. He's top 5 point guard in the league. You could put him up with anyone in terms of offensive ability. Like there is very few, if any. Like he's just as good as SGA scoring, and I dare
Yeah.
anybody to argue against me.
I would agree with that. I
He
mean,
is just as good as SGA
I mean,
scoring.
I don't know about top 5. I might put him better than that.
You could definitely say Jalen Brunson's top 3 point guard.
Yeah, that's where I was leaning.
You can easily say that.
He's just a
And yeah,
big time player, big time. He just, he's
Smith
made for that moment.
quarter, yeah. Um,
So
but yeah, I mean, overall though, I was more surprised by OG. Like, I mean, we
yeah,
OG's had comparisons to Kawhi Leonard for 6, 7 years now, pretty much since he was a kid in Toronto when he won. And they were saying he was baby Kawhi, and then we never saw him really score like Kawhi does. He was always a great defensive player, and then now he's finally just turned it up when it mattered most. He's dropping 30 points, 25 points,
yeah, yeah.
scoring in any way he wants. Like, very.
That was more surprising for me. That was the most surprising was just, what he was doing on his end. So it's like, I don't know if Spurs, were thinking about that,
No,
So
dude, and like
I think they were probably thinking, Cat or Hart or those
yeah,
guys. But I mean, I don't think they were thinking about OG, and OG just shoved it down their throat and just made them look small.
yeah, and like this was with like Mikal Bridges. He had like a couple good games, but wasn't really that great during the series, and that was the third guy on that scoring on that offensive side of New York. It was Brunson, Cat, and then Mikal Bridges.
I
But
mean,
it was
granted, game one was pretty much in it. Game two, I mean, bad turnover for
real bad.
Wemby at the end. I mean that just that's bad. So you kind of lost it there.
Yeah, you
Then you go
saw
back, and then you go back to New York for I mean, that New York's going to be tough, but I mean,
they
Spurs
stole one.
go, yeah. So, and then you're up by what were they up by 29 or something at the one point?
29 points
29
for
points,
Mecca. Yeah,
and I don't know, man. So
dude.
here's my thing. So, and you still had a chance to win it, but what do you? So Darren Fox, what do you? And trust me, we're going to talk about him. But I mean, the last play. I mean, are you dunking that? Are you running that ball out? Are you just running around trying to cut time? Or why try to go in for a little silly? Can you not dunk? I
Stripe
mean,
and dunk.
so
Yeah,
that's why and that was a sarcastic question, but why are you just going off softly so OG can come and just, make one of the biggest, blocks, ever, and then that screwed it. You're screwed right there, you know.
they're
But I
just.
mean,
It just was. It
I
was a
don't know. I don't know
tough.
what the thought process was on that. It's just like, what are you doing? You're
Yeah.
up. You know, run the ball out. Just freaking, you have the ball. What are you doing?
All you had to do. But I'll say this too. That's not the only reason they lost that game.
Oh, no, 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 no.
29
Yeah,
points. You
yeah.
didn't
You,
have
you,
to blow a 29-point
yeah,
lead.
you blow a 29-point lead, and Wemby misses 2 key free throws too down the stretch. So I mean, yeah, there's plenty in there, but I mean,
Yeah, well, I'm sure we'll get into it, but like it
yeah,
just, dude, you could feel it, dude. It was like that first half, the Spurs couldn't miss, and
yeah, draining threes, right?
we've seen it
It
before.
was,
Yeah,
yeah,
we've seen it before. A team that like just cannot miss at the first half, that is going to change in the second half. Now,
yeah,
I thought the lead was too big for like the Knicks to really go on a run against a very good defensive team. Obviously, I was wrong, but you could just kind of like you could feel it once that third quarter started, and it just kept dwindling down, and it just kept dwindling and dwindling, and then it got down to like 15, and you're like, they're gonna blow this. They're really
Yeah.
gonna blow this right now, and wow,
I was with you. I thought 29 was safe, and I was like, oh man, this thing's done.
I thought it was too
And
high.
then,
Yeah,
yeah, and then I was just like, it is. They're in New York. You know, Knicks are going to go through their run. Brunson's going to do his thing, and that's exactly what they did. So,
yeah, dude, so
so
crazy.
after that, I think it was just demoralizing. I didn't think the Spurs were going to come back after that. It's just you blow that big of a lead. You had that game. You could have been 2-2. Now you go down 3-1. Even you're going back home. Still, you're just demoralized. So I didn't see them winning after that.
I didn't see them winning Game Five, and but they had a chance to win Game Five still
No,
too.
they did. It was close, but you know, I would have been more surprised if they won Game 5 than if they would them losing.
I'll say this: I really believe the Spurs were a better team. The Spurs just could not close it out. It was just like the epitome of youth in that finals, you know. And I saw this post. Probably should have kept CP3, man. Really, probably should have kept CP3. You can't convince me that somebody like Chris Paul, he's probably not going out there and playing valuable minutes really, or in crunch time over the other guards that you have. But somebody like Chris Paul can just like settle you down a little bit in that kind of situation because I just don't think you blow a 30-point game if you have someone like a veteran, like a Chris Paul. They don't have any veterans really like that. They're all young. So
De'Aaron Fox is not young. I mean, he's been
not De'Aaron Fox.
around.
De'Aaron Fox hasn't been there before though either. De'Aaron Fox has never been to a finals. He doesn't understand. He doesn't get it. But we'll talk about De'Aaron Fox. No, I get that. But the
Uh,
rest, dude, like Wemby's 21, Stephon Castle's
no,
21. Like
no,
they
yeah,
are
I,
kids.
I I get it, but yeah, maybe they just needed that one person or whatever. So I don't know.
I'm telling you, I really believe the Spurs are the better team. They just could not close it down. Just silly, stupid stuff.
Um, and well, what about? Vassal. Not Vassal. Well, I'll save this one for the end too. So yeah, all right. So there you go. What was it since 1973? Was when the last time the Knicks won. So
Yeah, 53
you know,
years. Pretty
yeah,
crazy.
yeah, um, yeah. No, good for them. I mean, they deserved it. So
And it was
they
the
went through
most.
the playoffs. They went through the playoffs pretty easily too. So
Yeah, I didn't think they had a chance. I really didn't. Um, but most watched. Did you see this? Most watched NBA Finals in like 40 years, 30 years,
was it
something.
really? Was it really?
Yeah, that's what happens when you have a big market in there. Somewhere like New
Yeah,
York,
yeah.
and you have a
I mean,
superstar like Wemby on the
you have a Wemby in there, and then you have New York. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it doesn't hurt. So, all right. Anything else on NBA before we wrap that up
other side.
for the season? No. Um, MLB. Get into some MLB action, and I know this is going to be long, so I'm not going to make it long, and I'm not going to rant and rave. I'm just going to say there's a team in baseball that really just sucks ass. And I'm going to leave it at that.
No. I think there's two.
So, oh no, there is too because someone asked me today. I was like, "Oh, are you going to go to the games this weekend?" And I'm like, "No, I am not wasting my money on watching two bad teams in person when I can just do that on TV and just yell at the TV instead." So no, Ricketts or Oracle, and they're not getting MLB. They're not getting my money. So I did not go.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was I don't know, a bad pillow fight, I guess. But um, and we are in a stretch of 22 games facing teams under 500. So most good teams you think are probably going to go, 15-7, maybe 18-4. You're talking under 500, right? Right now, that would put us, we're 5-6, 5-7 as of right now into those 22 games.
Yeah.
So we just can't hit. We can't hit. We got Dansby Swanson hitting a buck 75. You got
Yeah.
Bregman. I don't know how his average is still 244 because he just does not do anything. And I was all for signing him because we're going to lose Tucker. You needed a big name. You needed Bregman, but I thought there was going to be more than what he's bringing.
I thought the same thing. But
And
yeah,
then and
that's
then the Dansby thing. I mean, you know, PCA's starting to heat up a little, but I mean, it's still not the numbers. Same thing with Michael Bush. He's starting to heat up a little. I mean, Ian Happ, but I mean, he's got 16 home runs, but he's still hitting what 232, I think it is. So it's just Nico's two 240 when he's a 290 300 hitter. So worst team in baseball. Like most runners left on base this season, Alex Bregman, and this was as of a couple days ago.
yeah.
So I'm sure it's way worse now. But most runners left on base this season, Alex Bregman 143, Colson Montgomery was number two at 139, and then Ian Happ at 138. So you got two people in the top three on that team. So we just don't score any runs. I don't know how we scored a couple runs this series, but I mean, you face Colorado and you face a starter that has an 8 ERA and you only get one run off of him. 8 ERA and you get one run.
Yeah.
And you only score 2 runs in Colorado that game. You're not winning a game in Colorado with 2 runs. It's just not going to happen. There's no reason why you should only be scoring 2 runs in Colorado either. So I did see a thing that said Cubs currently have a 13% chance to win the NL Central. I think that's a little high. I don't think it's that going to be that high. And I just now, and then I saw, despite the recent struggles, Cubs still have a 55% chance to make the playoffs. I don't see that either.
I think you'll make the playoffs too.
You think we'll make the playoff? No, 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 no.
I do, but you need to make a trade. You need to make some trades. You need to. Although I saw something, you guys might be sellers at the deadline. Actually, you might sell Suzuki. You might sell Seiya,
I
like
think we should.
and Ian.
He's gonna be a free agent anyway. I don't think we're gonna sign him. So you know what? See if you can get a pitcher for him. And that's our other thing is that we don't have other than like Ben Brown right now because he's the only one that throws like 96, 97. All of our starters throw 92, 93. We don't have the power arms like all the other teams do. Like the Pirates, all their starters are power arms.
Yeah, they all
You
throw
know, Brewers, power arms. Look at
100.
Mizowski. The kid throws 105, 50 times in a game. But I mean, it's right now. It's you got to have a power arm as a starter. The finesse pitchers aren't. I mean, you. I mean, you get Shota and Tyon, and they're just giving up gopher balls. They're giving up home runs just because they don't have that power arm. And especially with the strike zone, not you're not getting the Maddox and Smolt zone and the Glavin zone anymore. So I mean, I don't know. I think you got to get power arms. That's what I think.
You gotta get power arms. You gotta get more movement. Somebody's gotta spin that thing. You gotta spin it more. Um,
So, um, and then I mean in the off season there was 2 picks that I wanted. One was Cody Bellinger. We didn't sign him. So I mean he's batting what 272, 9 home runs, OPS at 841. Okay, not bad. Or Kyle Schwarber, 240, which was Kyle Schwarber, right?
that's
240.
300 for Kyle Schwarber. To be fair,
24 home runs, 930 OPS. Could have gone after either one of those two, but no, we did not. So, I don't know. I could continue on, but I won't. So, what else you got for MLB? I mean, you guys made a third base coach change for the
yeah,
Giants.
it's about time because I don't know how many games you need your third base coach to blow for you before you finally decide to make a change. But after he blew 3 games for us, we finally decided to fire Hector Borg. or not fire, but demote Hector Borg,
Demote, yeah.
and bring in Gary Pettis, who has already done, not that it was hard, but has already done monumentally better than Hector Borg. So yeah, that's that. But what the hell does it matter? I mean, you're being dramatic and saying you're the worst team in the league, and in some parts, in some ways, yes, you are. But we literally are the worst team in the league. I think not, maybe not technically literally, but from a standing standpoint, I think we're a few games ahead of that, or a game ahead of that. But we quite might literally be the worst goddamn team I have ever seen in my life, and it's a true disgrace. Um, but there's even despite all of that, there is actual hope. I mean, my rookie, who we didn't want to play for however long, is every bit looking like the guy he's supposed to be. And he's 21 years old, and he's pretty much the only thing keeping me watching these baseball games. Him and the guy on the mound today, Logan Webb, are the only reason I watch our baseball games, because they are the two best players that we have. And I'm saying this about 21-year-old rookie, and him and Jung Hoo Lee. I'll say that. Which you're a Lee hater, but that guy.
I am a Lee hater, but right now he's hitting everything.
That guy hits
him
30.
and Arraez. I mean, right now those are your two contact guys. So
yeah, but I want Luis Arraez gone. We have to trade him. I don't know why we're taking so long keeping him around. We have to trade.
Or are those your two all-stars? Who's your all-stars right now?
Right now, it's probably Luis, Jung Hoo, and Casey. Probably Casey Schmidt. But Casey's in a funk too.
Yeah, I didn't buy into his last something. So I mean, yeah,
I didn't buy into the hot streak, but he does have 15 home runs. He's in 270, so it's hard to.
No, I mean, your boy. I mean, a walk-off grand slam when they were, 9 runs down in the 8th inning.
Yeah, I don't know. The issue is like.
So I don't know how you guys score runs, because you guys scored runs against the Brewers. You guys put a 12 spot on the Brewers, and then you came to Chicago and put an 18 spot right after that on the Cubs.
And then we have like 3 games where we score 1 run in 3 games. But
then you go and score 12 against, and a walk off. So,
I just don't get it. Would we score 5 today, 6 today?
Yeah,
so
5, 6 today. So
I mean, we're like, for the last 2 month and a half, we're a top 5 scoring team, but we're also the worst pitching team in the league. And this is actually, I'll probably save it, but yeah, we suck. We suck in everything.
I will say I did give your coach today some respect, just because when I thought he was going out there to visit,
yank Logie,
I thought he was going to yank him, and he did not. And then, you know what? Kudos to him.
You have good for him. He finally learned that maybe you don't pull out the kid, the best pitcher, the best player on the team, and decide to keep him pitching.
Although right after that, Lee saved his ass, because if he doesn't catch that ball, then it's going to be 4-2 with tying runner on.
But that's one thing. So Jung Hoo can play, man. Jung Hoo's a hell of a player.
No, I mean, this was probably the first where I really, really watched him, and he annoys the shit out of me just because he's got that Ichiro kind of style. But I mean, it worked for him, and it's working. So I can't complain, because I would love him on my team right now. So you know what? I can't complain.
The guy can play, dude. So I love Jung Hoo. We have, like, the big 3 that we thought we were gonna have has completely flipped, because the actual big 3 that was supposedly talked about in the beginning, I want all of them gone.
You would need the big 3 gone.
I want them gone. I want Willie Adames gone tomorrow. I'm over it.
Because you don't want, and I know you're a Devers fan, but you don't want to be paying that for 7 more years.
No, I'm over it. I'm over it.
If you can find someone else to do that, then you do it.
I'm over it. I think he's gotten wildly unlucky, but he also strikes out too much too. I don't know what that's about, so he's got to go. Matt Chapman has finally figured out how to play baseball again, but he's got to go too. This is now a perfect time to trade Matt Chapman, because he's hot. So send him somewhere, so we don't have to deal with it. And the Willie Adames situation, he has to go. I'm over that. He's just like Dansby, but Dansby at least plays better defense. So
that's what's keeping Dansby in the lineup, is just his defense. Because if it's not his defense, I'd say put him on the IL right now and let him sit for 15 games.
Yeah.
whatever it is. So,
Willie Adamas has
um,
not done anything meaningful in 2 months now. Those stats that he has, those 11 home runs, it's fake. It's all garbage time, fake home runs. I don't know how he has that. So I'm over that situation. Yeah, but that's pretty much. I'll talk more about it. There's some
all
stuff
right.
we got to talk
We'll
about.
go through standings real quick. In the American League East, you got Yankees, Tampa Bay's game and a half, and then you got Toronto 10, Baltimore 10.5, and Boston at 13. So you got three teams that are probably going to be sellers, I would think, at that point in that division. Um,
Yeah,
Central, Chicago White Sox,
dude,
first place, Chicago White Sox.
dude,
I mean
and they're
that team is young, that
dude,
team can hit, and that team doesn't give a shit who they're playing because they're just there to hit.
dude, they will boom
That's
anything on anyone, dude. They have
and
like
this is with Manaka out right now too.
Murakami, yeah, Murakami, he's
Yeah,
out right now. They still have three guys who got 15 plus home runs on that team, and
yeah.
they're young, dude. They boom stuff. I don't understand it.
So I mean, first place Chicago White Sox. I mean, they're the talk of Chicago. So I mean, kudos to them. So I mean, they're tied with Cleveland, but I mean, Cleveland just got a huge losing Jose Ramirez.
Yeah, dude,
What 4-6? That's gonna be
devastating
that's
blow.
gonna be a test. And then you got Minnesota 6.5, Detroit 9.5, with Scoobo coming back, Tariq coming back soon, right?
Ship him
But
away. Bye,
I
Scooble.
I think that's a showcase move, right?
Yeah, welcome to.
Um,
He's gone.
yeah, and then KC at 10. So, and then American League West. I mean, that one's probably that's pretty tight because you got Seattle, you got I keep wanting to say Oakland, but you got the A's one back, Texas game and a half, and Houston 4. The Angels are only 7 really, so I mean it's not like they're totally out of it, but I mean,
But they
you know,
are, dude. They are.
yeah, yeah.
They should
Um, so and we've always said this, so
save Mike Trout, please. Save Mike Trout. Yeah.
National League East, you got Atlanta, Philadelphia 8 games back, Washington 9.5, Miami 10.5, and then Mets at 14. So there's probably three teams gonna sell. I don't think Philly's gonna sell because they will probably make a wild card.
Yeah.
So
Storm back. Shout out,
um,
dude. Don Mattingly, dude. Donnie
yeah.
Baseball.
And then in the Central, you got Milwaukee, St. Louis, Chicago. St. Louis 5 backs, Chicago 7.5, Pittsburgh 8.5, Cincinnati 10.5. So, and then in the West, you got Dodgers, San Diego 7 back, which is surprising because, I mean, no one on that team is hitting either. Manny Machado contract looks very, very bad.
Worst contract in baseball.
Fernando Tatis contract looks very,
Second,
very bad. So I mean, I don't know how they're only 7 games back right now, but
but they're in a free fall, dude. Like that's about to increase.
so and you got Arizona 8.5, and then you got San Francisco 16, and then Colorado 18 back. So
Disgraceful.
there's you could probably say at least 3 teams that would probably sell. San Diego might squeak in and get a wild card. So, but and I don't know how they're doing it without Manny.
There's,
And
dude. There's.
you know,
I'll tell you right now. There is no way they squeak in and get a wild card. Absolutely no way. Like that's why I say. That's why I think you guys get in. I would pick the Cubs over the Padres getting in, 100%. But you need a pitcher.
what is it? Top two,
Top three.
top three. So right now it would be. Well, I guess I could go over there and look. St. Louis, Philadelphia, San Diego is your top three. Washington and Chicago 1 game back.
Like I like Washington and Chicago to get in over San Diego. Only thing with Washington, they can't pitch, so
No, but they're young and they can hit.
they hit.
Knock wood.
Yeah, they hit a lot. Yeah,
So I mean that team puts up a ton of runs. So,
they do.
but yeah. All right. Anything else MLB
I hope not.
before we? Because I'm sure that's going to come back up at some point. I thought I had something else MLB. I thought I saw a trade thing for Jordan Alvarez, but I think it was fake. But it was posted on MLB on Fax, not Fox. All right, so that's my bad. I don't want to report something stupid. So it was like Jordan Alvarez for Luis Castillo and someone else. So I was like, all right.
That's not happening.
This is kind of baseball. Yeah, maybe I don't know. That's a touchy subject. All
Is it
right.
about
What other sport? What's that?
is it about my guys?
One of your guys, and then one of the Dodgers guys.
Oh yeah, I'm going to talk about them. No, don't worry.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
saving it.
So
Yeah,
okay. I just didn't know if that's a tied to baseball now or save it for later.
it's not tied to baseball, but we'll tie it in. No, we're going to
Okay.
talk about it. Yeah,
All right. What other sports we got? What about golf? Got some golf news coming.
golf. Nelly Corda.
No,
Corda.
dude, is
US.
she not like probably right now? I mean, is she not the best
She's the best
female
golfer.
athlete right now? Would you rank her as the top female athlete in the
You could
world
argue
right now?
that. You could argue that, I guess.
I
You could
mean, you
argue.
could have said Arena, but I mean, her getting knocked out at
You could have said Arena. You could still say Asia, but I don't hate the Nelly Corda. I don't hate that. I don't hate that
I
at all.
mean,
Dude,
two
she's the best
majors,
golfer
two
in the
majors
world
this
right
year.
now. Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
what
she's the
about
best.
that last putt though?
Dude, talk about making it like could not be less convincing. That was scary.
You have two putts to win it. And that
Yeah,
last putt. I mean, it wasn't a gimme. It wasn't a tap in, but yeah, holy smokes!
yeah, Nelly, that was real scary. I don't know why she did that, but I mean,
But
another win.
and
I
you,
mean, after a stinker
Char-
first round,
Charlie Hall, though. I mean, you got to. I mean, again, a second place on a major. It's like, what does she got to do?
she's got the Tommy Fleetwood, dude. She's got the Tommy
Yeah.
Fleetwood. I mean, she's won plenty of times, but she's got the Tommy
Oh,
Fleetwood where she
yeah.
can't get over the hurdle in the majors.
I mean, she was just waiting for her and who was it? Gabby Lopez, just waiting at -7, for a playoff, just
Yeah,
hoping that putt lips out.
and almost got
And
it. Yeah,
so, um, isn't U.S. Open next week for the men's?
for the men's,
Shinnecock?
yeah, Shinnecock. Yeah,
Yeah.
men's Shinnecock. So it should be a fun one. I don't know. I mean, favorite's probably Scotty. Favorite's always probably odds is probably always going to be Scotty. But
Scotty or Rory, probably, I would think, right? I mean,
yeah, I mean, that's who I'd pick. I'd probably pick Scotty to take it home. But there's guys out there, dude. There's guys who might creep in and might take it from you. Brooks Koepka's playing his ass off right now.
yeah, but he just withdrew because of his injury, so I don't
Oh,
know.
did he? Oh, I didn't even
Yeah,
see
because
that.
he was having problems gripping his club, so he didn't. It was
Really?
like his fingers were numb, so he was having issues. So he withdrew this weekend. So
Yeah, I didn't know that. Well, anyways, maybe not Brooks Koepka, but I mean, there's guys out there. There's guys out there who are playing some damn good golf.
you know who I think needs to really win this one? Bryson. I think Bryson needs to.
Yeah.
I think he needs to win just because his last few showings at the majors haven't been good, and I think he really needs this one. Because I mean, you talk about where he's at, live, creator, which one is he? Is he a pro golfer? Is he a just a content creator? But people watch him on YouTube because he's a winner on the course, you know,
He's a
because he
major
wins
champion.
majors, right? So if you're not winning majors, then you're just a YouTube golfer. How much does do people really care about that? Versus having a major winner. So I think he needs to win it, and then if he wants any leverage too, so
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I think he's probably got the most pressure, but all
I don't
right, what
disagree.
else sports wise? Anything else sports? Did we miss it? Oh, World Cup, FIFA World Cup.
I was about to say, World Cup is happening. We are in the group stage. It's the biggest tournament in the world.
Yeah, but like the crowd, I guess over in Sanford, over at Levi Stadium was less than full. But I mean, I don't know.
From a view
I guess
standpoint, did you see that number? They had like over 1 billion views on just the first game alone.
all I know is I was out visiting clients on Thursday. Was it Thursday? And pretty much every showroom and every office I went to had the World Cup on.
Dude, it's just like
So what does that tell you? I mean,
monumental. So, I mean, we're in the early stages. It's a group stage. We got 6 weeks of this tournament. I think 6 weeks. So we'll see.
yeah, it
Obviously,
goes sometimes into July or something, right? Yeah.
yeah,
So
I think the last day is July 19th.
yeah.
So we have plenty going on, but it's been there's already been some great games happening. We just had a great game on earlier today, Netherlands versus Japan, which was insane. Ended up being a 2-2 draw. I mean, I love this tournament. It's the best.
So and then so there's games going on pretty much every day
There
throughout the
will be
whole world.
games right now. There will be games going on every day throughout the country, because we host it, or North America hosts it this year. So there's games in Mexico City, and then in America.
And
Um,
that was the inaugural kickoff one too, the one in Mexico City,
yeah,
right?
dude, they had over a
Um,
billion viewers
what
watching
was
it.
like a new stadium too and
Yeah,
everything. Just
yeah,
um, yeah.
pretty sick. So, um, yeah, I mean, we've had great games already. So, and it's only going to get better as we watch more and more, and the tournament really rounds out. But it's the best. I love this tournament.
W. What about the W? WNBA fully
Yeah,
season kickoff. They're doing their Commissioners Cup right now.
yeah,
So
yeah, doing their thing. Who's that rookie who's going crazy right now? What's her name?
Olivia Miles, I
Olivia
told
Miles
you,
on
she
Minnesota.
was.
Yeah,
She should have been the number one pick. Everyone said AZ Fudd, but I would. I was. I said 2 years ago. I said Olivia Miles is great. When she was at Notre Dame, she was absolutely phenomenal with her and Hannah Hidalgo. But then they kind of had a there was a rift there, so that's why Miles transferred to TCU. But
yeah,
dude, she's a score. She's a player. She
dude,
is a big time player, and I right now she's my rookie of the year, hands
dude.
down.
True rookie of the year. She might win the whole goddamn
I mean, she
MVP.
could,
She's playing out
she
of her
could,
mind,
right?
dude.
Yeah, yeah.
She's playing out of her mind right now. So shout out her. And you're right. You have talked about her before.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, she deserves all the credit right now. I mean, hell, she's outplaying everybody.
She's got the big hair going on. She's got the goggles.
Got the
It's just
goggles, dude. She looks like a baller. She looks like
yeah.
a baller, dude. Deserves
You got to give it to her. But I mean, she scores. I mean, she's a
it. She'll
Brett
score for the
Jalen
best of
Brunson.
them.
You know.
She'll score on anyone. It's
Yeah.
crazy. I
I
haven't
mean,
seen that. So
it's phenomenal. No,
yeah,
I've always been a Olivia Miles fan, and I think when Fee comes back too, I think that I mean
that's the
that'll
thing too. She's
be
holding it down, and Fee's not even there.
yeah.
So
So
yeah, shout out her. Hell of a player.
well, man, Fever's had a couple close games. He had a big one with Washington where CC hits a big three.
Yeah,
And then yesterday, I mean, Sophie Cunningham with 11 straight points.
yeah.
That pretty much won it. So, I mean, she just went off.
In Connecticut.
So,
Yeah.
versus a bad Connecticut team. But, I mean, that Connecticut team, well, one, Fever has way too many turnovers. Every game, there's just way too many stupid turnovers.
Dude,
They got to
even
cut that.
CC turns the ball over. She turns
They
the ball
got,
over.
well, yeah. Um, they got to cut that out. So, but I mean, especially if they want to win.
Yeah,
Um, but then last night, who was Plum and someone they were going back and forth 40-point games each.
yeah.
Um,
I saw that.
so yeah, no W's rampant and roaring right now. So, um, what else sports wise?
Last thing, Lewis Hamilton, first win,
Oh,
first win for Ferrari. He's having
yeah.
a hell of a season so far too, even fighting against his old team, Mercedes. But I had to give a shout out to the GOAT. I mean, Lewis Hamilton, first win for Ferrari, hopefully first of many. Um, yeah,
Is it the Kim Kardashian?
is it the Kim K effect?
I don't know. I
Dude, I
don't
don't know. maybe, but he's driving out of his mind. So
It's the it's the effect or the curse. So I mean, right now it's the effect, right?
I mean, he won this week. He was second last week in Monaco.
So
So I mean, he's driving.
but all right, what else sports wise?
That's it.
Okay. Entertainment. I guess some of this falls into entertainment
Uh,
that I have.
there's he's like a singer DJ guy, Oliver Tree. He died at 32, helicopter crash.
Ugh.
And he's kind of a big deal. It died helicopter collision actually. Um, so yeah, obviously
R.I.P. Kobe. Um,
pretty. I mean, sort of similar, but there was two helicopters that crashed into each other. So
oh jeez.
there's to him and his family and everyone else, I guess.
Isn't there something tonight? Isn't there an award show like the Tony Awards or something tonight? I think um, Pink is hosting it or something like that. I think so. I don't know. So uh, this I guess I'm going to tie this in for entertainment. What about Steph Curry's shoe deal?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. What was it, like
La
years?
Ning.
Yeah, 10 years, 400 million or something like that, wasn't
Well,
it?
they're saying that thing could be up to like 1.1 billion because he can sign his own people. He's going to sign like AZ because they're tight. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Cameron Brink.
Right. Yeah.
You know. So I mean, yeah, I mean, um, just crazy. And I talked to someone who knows Steph pretty well, and it's just like the money, just ungodly money, not even close to what anyone else was offering. So it's just like,
It's stupid.
yeah.
Huh, you know.
But you talking about global? I mean, it's just. I guess it doesn't get any more global than that, right?
Right.
So, um, so kudos to him on that. Yeah, I mean, you're talking the greatest shooter. Just yeah, nearly 4 times what he earned during his previous deal with Under Armour. So,
Yeah.
just crazy. So, entertainment. So some of this kind of falls into got to be better. But what about Angel Reese says she's chasing Michael Jordan's legacy after another double double.
I mean, we've said this before. We could talk about her every single day on this or every single episode. She's an idiot. Um,
Okay, and that's all I'll say. I think you summed that up perfectly. And then did you hear like her interview when they were playing um, the Aces when the person was interviewing her about Asia, and she's like, "Oh, she's a great player, but I'm a great player too." Like you just compared yourself to Asia Wilson.
the greatest
Are you
WNBA player of
are
all time,
are you
probably.
shitting me right now?
I mean, I don't
So,
pay her any attention
um,
over that.
yeah. So I wish she would just go away, but that's just my thing. Um, what else do we have before we get into some negativity? And here's another one that I saw, but I don't, again, some of this is I don't know if it's real or fake, but it says Bryce James has been in contact with the LA Lakers.
I don't think that's real.
Nah, I don't think it's real either. But where does LeBron go? Does LeBron? Well, we're talking about.
Well, I've heard little birdie's telling me that LeBron's seeking a max deal,
That's
uh,
what I heard. That's
max
what I
number,
saw too.
which I think Rob Palinka's too dumb to not give it to him. But I'm praying that we don't give it to him. And this is not disrespect. LeBron James should seek the max number. He's earned it. He deserves it. He still is playing like a top 10, top 15 player in the world. But there is absolutely no way you're going to convince me that we should be giving that to him. We have so many issues with the team. He cannot earn that. We cannot give him that. If we
Because
didn't give
you,
him 1 year for 20, fine, give it to him.
because then I mean, you're going to lose Austin Reeves, right?
Yeah, we cannot give him 1 year, $56 million. It cannot happen. We can't do it. Um, so I'm praying that isn't true. I'm praying we don't. I don't mind us re-signing LeBron James, but we cannot give him $56 million. We have too many issues in the team.
I did see something about there was a mock thing about the Warriors. LeBron, and then like Kawhi, I think, and then them trading like Jimmy Butler and a couple other people, but I don't know.
Yeah, people keep talking about like LeBron, and I say this with respect to the two of the best players I've ever seen, if not the two best players I've ever seen. LeBron and Steph joining forces does not solve the Warriors' issues.
No,
They're
no.
still not going to win
That
any.
one, it doesn't make them any younger at all.
No, the
So,
Lakers were a
um,
better team than the Warriors and could not win with LeBron. So, what is going to happen if you throw LeBron on a ancient Warriors team that gets hurt all the time? Nothing.
let me throw you this. Do you say no? Giannis to the Thunder with Thanasis, and the Bucks receive Chet Holmgren, Casson Wallace, Alex Caruso, and 2 first-round picks.
Who am I? Am I the Thunder or am I the Bucks?
Okay, if you're the Thunder.
I say yes.
Now, if you're the Bucks.
I say no. I want Jalen Williams.
Okay. All right. That's what. This was the last thing I saw out there. And I think that's what I have. All right. Entertainment, that's it. All right. Let's go. Gotta be better because this is going to be a biggie.
Yeah, I'll try to keep it
Um,
quick. You want me to go first?
no, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Becky Hammond. Sure you've seen it now. Should have probably talked about it back then. Becky Hammond criticized the Knicks, said they'll never win an NBA championship because they don't have a guy, and then said Jalen Brunson's too small. That doesn't look too good now. And that's all love to Coach Hammond because we know I love Becky Hammond. I love the Aces. But God, that was a terrible take. That was a terrible, terrible take looking back at it now. And it's crazy too because Becky Hammond was a small player too when she played, so I don't even know where she's getting that from. But anyways, that was a bad take. Next one, we were talking about the World Cup. Alexi Lalas. I don't know if you know who that is. You probably do. I'm sure you do.
Mm-hmm.
I hate him
Man.
in
I
every.
hate Ginger. Yeah, I hate him. But
I hate every. I hate him
sorry,
with
Ginger.
every. I hate him with every bone in my body. He's an idiot. I can't believe that Fox News. Actually, I can't believe it because it's whatever. Anyways, I can't believe that they're actually putting him on the same panel as Rebecca Lowe and Thierry Henry and Zlatan Ibrahimovic, two of the greatest players who have ever played the game.
I put him up there with like John McEnroe. Just he shouldn't be on the mic, and then
No, 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 no. I don't.
Brando Chambly.
Yeah,
Those type of guys. I put Lawless with them.
but John
Just
McEnroe was an all-time player. Alexi Lalas wasn't.
yeah,
Congrats, you got to in '94. You went to what a semifinal that you lost. So who cares?
you know,
The fact that he's on that panel is a disgrace to Thierry
he's
Henry.
always anything men's soccer. He's always on there. Just
Yeah, and he disgusts me. I hate
you
everything
know.
about him. I mute him when he comes on. I want nothing to do with him. And
I mean, who else are you like? Donovan. Who's the other Donovan? Who's the shorter guy? Donovan.
there's Landon Donovan and Clint Dempsey.
Landon Donovan. Yeah,
And
yeah,
Clint Dempsey. I don't know why
yeah.
they don't stay, why they're not on the panel. Now, I'm not saying that I love listening to Landon Donovan either, but I respect him a hell of a lot more than Lexi Lawless. Lexi Lawless wasn't even that good, so I don't understand why he's there. And then he's saying stupid shit like Erling Haaland's going to be better than Ibra, which is asinine and disrespectful when you're standing right next to the guy. And then he's saying the men's national team had the greatest first half in World Cup history, which is even dumber than anything I could possibly hear in my entire life. I want nothing to do with him. I hate him. I don't even have a gotta be better for him. I just want him fired and away from me forever. So there's that.
How do you not
This
agree
one,
with Alexi Lawless?
little touchy. Phil Mickelson. Jesus Christ.
Oh man.
You're
Well, the last thing I saw that he's got his lawyer and they're a defamation, but
he
I mean,
has to.
still that is public
The
bad
fact that it's even
PR.
happening. Yep. The
Yeah.
fact that it's even happening, I don't get it. So yeah, completely unacceptable on Phil Mickelson's part. I don't know what you're doing. You have hundreds of millions of dollars. You're one of the greatest ever. You have a wife and kids. Why are you harassing I don't know the full story. We don't know the full story. But why are you
Right.
harassing? You did it enough to where your golf club decided to take you out and kick you out of the club.
Yeah.
So they clearly have something on you that you shouldn't have done. So there's
And
that.
I definitely that's some bad PR for Phil, and
Yeah,
plus he's not playing too, so that it's not
and
like
he's not playing.
he can win and kind of overshadow it or anything. So it's just he's dealing with some family medical issue, but I mean, and no one knows what that is. But I mean, which you got to give him the privacy anyway. But yeah, it's just bad PR for sure.
You can't harass and assault people just because you got some personal issues going on.
Yeah,
So nice
because I
job.
do love him on YouTube. I do love him as a professional golfer. So yeah.
Yeah,
It
but you
doesn't condone his actions. I'm not saying that at all.
yeah. So there's that. Buster Posey. And this hurts because I love Buster Posey, the catcher. I don't have to love Buster Posey, the president of baseball operations, and I sure
I've
don't.
been saying this since
He,
they picked him, and you backed him up.
yeah, I did,
You
and I regret it.
you
I regret it
got
every.
on me for saying that that was a bad move.
I regret it every second because, and I knew from the start we didn't sign any. We didn't get any pitching. We didn't get a bullpen player, and we have blown 9 saves this year. We have blown 9 saves.
Well, who's your save? Who's your closer? Is it Caleb Killian?
Now, yeah, we finally declare a closer, but he's never closed a game in his life before
No.
this year. So not getting a bullpen player was a mistake. Not getting any starting pitchers, and we have Adrian Hauser and Tyler Maley, who are horrendous. I want nothing to do with them either. I want them cut. Yeah, Buster Posey, like you have contributed to the disaster that has been this year as much as the players have. And I really feel for Tony Vitello because it is not Tony's fault that this team is as bad as it is. It's not his fault that the players can't play that make hundreds of millions of dollars. It's not his
Well,
fault.
who's your cat that came in to pinch run today for
Jonah Cox.
yeah,
Jonah Cox.
and you have one job to do, and that's to run,
Yeah.
and you don't know how many outs there are,
Yeah.
and
No,
then you get in a double play.
yeah,
It's like, what the hell are you doing?
he's only on the team to run, by the way. And
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got one job to do, and that's to run.
yeah, but
So
the kids also, Willie Adames does the same thing, and Willie Adames been in the league for
no,
15 years. Jonah Cox came up from Double A.
it's still you're a major league baseball player. You
I
got to
agree.
know how many outs there are. I
I
mean,
agree.
that is just got to be basic. You have a coach, a first base coach that's 2 feet away from you. You've got scoreboards and billboards and all over the place that show how many outs there are. So there's no room for any even if it was a Cub, any major league baseball player to not know how many outs there are.
I
That just means
agree.
that means your head is not in the game and it's somewhere else, and you need to pull your head out and
Not
get back
even
in the
major
game.
league, like
So
college, high school, that can't happen.
yeah,
You have to know the
yeah.
out.
I mean,
It's
yeah, that's
fundamentals
ridiculous.
101. But yeah, Buster Posey. I mean, he's the core reason for this whole disaster. So got to hold him accountable there. Um, I'll try to make this one brief too because I think we're both going to talk about Spurs. Dude, you can't blow a 29-point game, and
Oh,
De'Aaron Fox,
oh boy.
whatever he's doing, and having the worst series I've ever seen in my life. I'm a big fan of De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox is a hell of a player, I think. But Jesus, like complete disaster from him. And Wemby, listen, I'm all for the Wemby praise, and he deserves it. He's 21 years old. He will be the best player in the world at a certain point, probably not too soon, probably not too far away. But he wasn't good enough in this NBA Finals either, at all.
But but you gotta give Wimby some help. I mean, De'Aaron
He
Fox
has
can't
help.
score. You can't score 7 points in a closeout where you're going to get closed out. You can't score 7 points after you just screwed up the game before by trying to go in for a layup when you didn't need it. So you know what? To me, and it's good that you brought it up, but if there's one person on the Spurs I blame for losing the series, I'm saying it's Darren Fox. De'Aaron Fox. I'm saying he blew the
I'm,
series.
it's close. I'm saying it's Wemby. You cannot throw the ball off your player's back in game 2 at home. And then you can't go and miss the winning shot. It can't happen. And then you can't miss the free throws when you were up 29 points in Madison Square Garden, when you are the guy.
But you're 21 years old.
Yeah, but you're also the same guy who was saying that you were butthurt you didn't get an MVP. You were butthurt you didn't get this. You were butthurt that Shea's getting more recognition than you and all this and that, and that you want to be this guy. You have to be the guy. Shea wouldn't have missed those free throws.
Granted, I mean, Wemby shot, 7 for 19 in that closeout game.
Yeah, he wasn't good.
De'Aaron Fox, 3 for 15.
No, he was terrible. Stephon Castle was terrible.
15.
Yeah, I agree. They were terrible. But
Castle was 1 for 10.
Yeah, and the one was
yeah,
I know. Yeah, like all around, it's a Spurs issue. But like, if we're putting somebody at,
I'm putting it on De'Aaron Fox. I'm sorry.
I'm putting it on Wemby. Why do you win games? Probably because of Wemby. So it's got to be.
That's what I'm saying. You win games because of Wemby, but you lose games. I don't think because of Wemby. I think you lose games because of the other cast members. Knicks, all they got to do is control Wemby, and then they know they don't have to guard anyone else. Keep Wemby in check.
I don't know, dude. I saw Wemby get outplayed the first 2 games by Cat. And no disrespect to Cat, he's a hell of a player, but Cat, really?
Yeah,
I know. So that's that. And then my last one, and this one's going to get a little political and personal. Giants players / Blake Trinan.
I had the same thing.
Landon Roop, Ryan Walker, and another one of my idiots decide that they have to write their Bible verse on the hat. Now, if you write your Bible verse on the hat every single day, and that's the hat that you wear, fine. I can get past it. But you chose to write it the one time that we decide to celebrate Pride. Regardless of your beliefs, whatever, you represent San Francisco, which is the pride capital of the world.
Yeah.
The world. We started this whole thing. You cannot write your Bible verse, which basically disregards, in a sense, LGBTQ plus community as a whole and the belief as a whole. And to add to it, I have these idiots writing it over the logo. Why are you writing it over our logo? It's unacceptable. Ryan Walker was the other one. Ryan Walker writes it on the side. Fine. You're still an idiot. But I have Ryan Walker writing it in disregards to this whole situation. He's got a 7 ERA. So you make me sick. I want nothing to do with you. You should cut him. Landon Roop writes that garbage over his hat. He says there's no hate, whatever. It's just because of his belief. I don't care about your belief. What about the other people's belief that you're supposed to be representing right now? You write it over the logo also, and then you go and give up 4 runs in last 4 innings. Good for you. Trevor McDonald has that same shit. He was the same guy. He retweeted Ryan Walker explanation for why he had to write that verse on his hat. Then he gives up a leadoff home run to PCA on the first pitch of the game, and he sucked last night too. So don't get that. Sam Hedges didn't even wear the hat, along with Blake Trinan. They decided to not even wear the hat in California. If you don't want to support these issues, you don't have to play the game. But last I checked, you're making millions of dollars. You're representing cities where these are issues, prevalent issues, and you're supposed to be a figure for it. And you're not even wearing the hat. Sam Hedges, yeah, great. You have a 1 ERA. You walk everybody that you face. It's a fake ERA. You suck. I don't understand it. Blake Trinan, you're a Dodger rat anyways. I already want nothing to do with you, but have some class. You've been in the league for 40 years. And we are causing a distraction, and we are 20 games under 500. We are the worst team in the league. And I have these idiots writing stupid shit on their hats to discredit the LGBTQ plus community. I don't care what your beliefs are. Keep it to yourself. I know when the Giants won games, they had guys who had some prominent beliefs that I don't agree with, that probably aren't very culturally friendly. We had Aubrey Huff on the team. I know that there were guys who did not say or did not believe good things. But Aubrey Huff wasn't saying that kind of shit during the game or while we were playing or wasn't speaking out against it. And yeah, there wasn't Pride Night during that time, whatever. But there was also no distractions. You cannot be a distraction, and you are a distraction. The hat is league round, pretty much. Everybody wears it. Just wear the uniform and leave it alone. Stop writing stupid shit on your hat. And nobody cares about your Bible verse either.
Well, I think MLB needs to that needs to be a fine. You know, they got to
Fire them.
take
I don't care if they never play again.
they got to take control on that because I mean you're going to control what cleats they can wear or what they can that kind of stuff, but then they decide not to take you part of that. I think that's just a bad look on MLB. I think there's got to be some legal actions taken there from the office.
Yeah,
So
it's just it was a
yeah,
just
no matter what your beliefs are, you know what, you stow it away, you wear the hat, whatever. And if
do
you
your
don't
job.
like it, whatever. But I mean, at least, I mean, because those are part of your fans that are cheering for you are probably in that category, or whether it be Hispanic or night or whatever it is. It's like what, you know, in that community in that area, it's probably half of your fans, so you should probably honor those fans. So
Dude, we are in San Francisco. It is the
yeah,
capital of the world for Pride, for the LGBTQ plus community. You cannot do that stupid shit. And then guess what we get to talk about for the whole weekend because you did that stupid shit. And then guess what we also get to talk about? You pitching like shit and doing that stupid shit. It was a complete disgrace. Complete disgrace. Um, I want them all cut. And this is me talking about Landon Roop, who's one of my best pitchers. Probably been my second best pitcher all year. I don't care. Cut him. You're a distraction. I want nothing to do with you. Logan Webb wasn't doing that shit. So that's it. I'm over that. I don't understand what the big deal is about wearing a hat. Just wear the hat and shut up. Instead, I got to hear you or see you talk about God. I don't care about your God.
and he's yeah, and who knows what his religious beliefs are. So
We know what his religious beliefs are. We could tell right then and there. His Christian values. We know what they are.
so
That's
all
it.
right, what else you got?
That's it. I got nothing else. I saved the best for last. Talking about my
That was trust me, that was like number one and two on my list. So it's glad that you took it over. So we talked about De'Aaron Fox who I think lost the series for Spurs, but one before that. Let's go back one series in the Thunder. There's one guy that I think on the Thunder that lost that series for
oh
the
yeah,
Thunder, and Mister Chet Holmgren. Where
he's
are you? Anywhere to be found? Anyone?
he's
Chet?
hiding under a blanket, dude. Yeah,
Chet Holmgren? Anywhere?
yeah,
So you want to talk about, why the Thunder didn't get through? Is because there was a Chet Holmgren missing in action figure.
1000%. Wasn't
So,
his fault. Yeah, 1000%.
SGA did his thing, Caruso did his thing, everyone else did their thing, you know, Williams did his thing, but Chet Holmgren, you know, 4 points the last game. 4 points.
Yeah,
That's all. 4 points. 4 rebounds, 0 assists. So you did absolutely nothing. I could probably get 4 points and 0 assists. I'll probably get 1 assist because you know what? I'm going to pass it to SGA and I know he's going to score.
I bet you I
So,
have 12 assists, dude.
so for him, and then, I mean, Wemby just made him look like a school kid. So,
yeah,
I think that was a hole that, the Spurs, obviously showed. But I think if there was I think if he played better, because I don't think he's a bad player, but
no,
I
he's not
mean,
out there at all
he just did not show up for that series, and you lose that series.
because he's
So
scared of Wemby, dude.
yeah,
I don't want to hear any
so
comparisons between those two.
so so Wemby or Chet Holmgren for the Thunder, De'Aaron Fox for the Spurs. Those were my two. You guys lost the series. Um, let's see. This is going to get political, but I'm going to quote Stephen A. Smith. Don't bring your circus to the NBA Finals, Donald Trump, because no one wants, you got one. I mean, not only is that arena like downtown, but I mean, you kill the block parties, right? All the pre parties, and then you know you're in New York, which people don't love you in general in New York anyway. So, what are you doing? Stay in your ballroom or wherever that's been building, or sit in your reflection pool, but don't make a scene and a whole thing for just
Just go there
because
and
it's the
take a
NBA
nap.
Finals. Yeah, so it's not often that I side with Stephen A. Smith, but you know what? On this one, I don't think that it's not MMA. It's not I think motocross is right now going across the front lawn right now at the White House. So but I mean, you never went to an NBA game before, so why go there now? So that's my whole thing. So, um, James Harden arrested, charged with carrying unlawful weapons.
Really? I didn't even see that.
Yep. Oh yeah. And that was not a fictional item because I looked at that.
Oh, I see that.
Are you seeing it?
I see on TMZ early Saturday morning, just yesterday. Yeah, I see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
What are
why?
you doing?
Why?
What are you doing? Um, so anyway, I'll leave that one alone. And then I have another one. And this, I don't know if this is got to be better or if it's a sad thing, but NFL former defensive lineman Alden Smith dies at
Oh, that's
36.
right. Yeah,
But I mean, he came out and he was,
he was a piece of shit, anyways. So yeah.
but I mean, he just had trouble with, off-field issues and, arrest. He had 10 arrests in 9 years. You
Yeah, he was a piece of shit.
um,
Nothing.
third DUI.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, a hit and run, a DUI, vandalism. I mean, you could have killed a family of four. So, I didn't see what he passed away from, but I just saw that he passed. I mean, ex Niner, right? So, um, Olin Smith. What else did I have for you? I think I had something else. I think that was it. Yeah, that was it for Gotta Be Better. Um, oh no, Abner Uribe. You know
Uh,
who he is?
yeah,
What
it
do you
is.
think about that, Sully?
Listen, it's an egregious Selly. I don't know if I would approve of it. I support Pat Murphy yanking his ass out, and I think he benched him, didn't he, for like a
Yeah, I
day?
think so.
Um,
Well, he had a strong talk.
yeah,
Let's
Pat
just say
Murphy did
that.
not like that, and I love Pat Murphy. And I support what Pat Murphy did, but it's also like you don't like it, don't strike out. It's the same thing with the bat flip. If you don't
Yeah,
like
but it
it,
was also a challenge call. That I mean, if it was a clear, I mean, but I don't know. What if that challenge goes the wrong way and you're out there celebrating?
yeah.
You know,
No, I agree. I
you're
agree.
gonna get one of your guys hit. That's what that's happening.
I agree. That
Uh,
wasn't just a simple celebration. It was classless, and it does put your guys at risk. So yeah,
and I just don't think it's an appropriate Sally. Shoot the arrow or something, or pound the chest or point to the sky. But I don't know.
a
I
full
mean,
crotch chop to the opposing
crotch
player
chop
is pretty
with
nasty.
kids in the stands. I don't know if that's warranted, but yeah,
I
I
agree.
don't know. So, um, so that's all I had for gotta be better. Good God, there's a lot on there this time. So, um,
Well, when
makes
you
you
have
wonder.
your own people, dude.
Anything for makes you wonder for this segment?
Makes me wonder why I have to have idiots on my baseball team. but I don't have any conspiracy theories to that. I just think that's what
Well,
we do around here. So
um, I did not really. I mean, I had one, but I didn't prepare for it, just because I knew that this was going to be a long segment, and the got to be better was going to be long. So I will save the one that I have for next one, because it is. I think it's going to be pretty um, crucial. So because I have two big topics that I really want to talk about. Um, so, but I want to be prepared and be able to talk about them in full depth. So I don't want to just mention them without. So um, yeah, that's all I got then. You got anything else then?
no, we got to end this podcast before I start talking about the stupid ass players that are on my team, man. I'm
Jeez.
already fired up.
I think we already went through all of them, including your front office. So I don't know if there's anyone left.
And
You
this
could
is on
throw
a
your you could throw your announcers on there, I guess. But
this is on no
oh,
my
I do have one more. And this one is always on my freaking list, but every time, just because you go to a game, you don't have to wear
hmm,
what you have in the closet for sports, gear. So if you go to a Giants Cubs game, maybe wear the colors if you don't have anything. But why are you wearing a Phillies hat? Or if you're in Chicago and it's the White Sox, and I don't even like when they wear Blackhawk jerseys or Chicago Bears jerseys. It's like,
yeah. The only time I accept it is if you're like wearing the player. So if you're wearing like a Matt Chapman A's jersey to
no,
a,
that's totally fine. Get
I
it.
think that's fine. That's it.
Absolutely.
But I agree with
Get
you
it.
otherwise.
But I just see it way too often. And there's every time, they pan around to the fans, I always see some knucklehead wearing some, other team, and it's not even the team that's playing. So like, why? You don't have another hat that you can throw on? Or you can't go buy one while you're at the game? Um, I don't know. It just kills me. Or don't wear the hat in general.
Or wear
Um,
Sam Hedges' pride hat that he refuses to wear, despite the rest of the team wearing it.
and one last thing, what do you think about grown men wear baseball gloves? What
No,
age
I
does
have a strong rule: 13 and
what
over,
what
you
what
cannot wear a
age
glove.
does that stop? So at age 13?
13 and over, you cannot wear a glove anymore. Yeah.
And then what age do you give up a foul ball to a kid?
Uh, like I mean, if you're like 18 or over, you should probably give your foul ball over to a child or to like girlfriend, wife, some partner, whoever. You should probably give that foul ball up.
Ooh, so do you give it to a girlfriend or wife over a kid that's sitting in front of you? So
No, you kid
you have
first.
a you
No,
have a 6-year-old boy, 6-year-old girl sitting in front of you.
no,
You
kid
don't know
first.
them, or you've got your girlfriend sitting next to you.
Kid first. Because what's the girlfriend gonna like more? You know, kid first. You have to give it to the kid.
Well, I think you do both. I think you give it to the girl, and then she gives it to the kid. You
Mm,
look good to the girl looks good to the kid.
I don't
But
think.
the girl makes you look like a jackass because you didn't give it to the
Yeah,
kid.
yeah. I
But
don't
so
think.
it's just
Look,
there's a no-win situation,
I
right?
think
So,
you have to give it to
um,
the kid. It's got to go to the kid. You always give it to the kid. If the kid's nearby, like don't walk to the other side of the stadium to go give the ball to the
no,
kid.
no, 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 no. But I mean, dude,
But if there's a kid for you,
there's always kids in your section, right?
yeah,
Um, yeah, I and like, adults, fighting over a ball and taking it away from a kid, that's
great
just,
rule. Ban.
yeah, absolutely. So,
Yeah.
no, I wanted to know what the age was for the glove, and then, um,
No,
for,
I have a strict glove
so
rule.
you're saying 13, after 13, you don't wear a glove?
No more
Because
glove.
I saw that a lot this weekend, where there was a lot of older gentlemen that weren't 13 that had a baseball glove on.
Yeah, dude.
Um,
I don't get
and
it.
I don't get it either. I
I'd
mean,
rather
I
you.
get, maybe if you're at batting practice beforehand and you're out in the outfield, but if you're sitting in your seat, I mean, I don't know. It's like, why do you have a glove on?
I could not agree more. You should not have a glove if you are over 13 years old.
Yeah. So, all right, gang. It's not as bad as I thought. It wasn't as long. I thought this was going to be a super, super long one just because we added an extra week involved in between. So, we'll be back in 2 weeks. So, golf, the U.S. Open would already occurred. You'll be what 2 weeks into the Cup. When is 2 weeks from
Fourth
today?
weekend.
20. Huh?
It's the weekend of the 4th, so it should be July
Oh,
5th.
is it really?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So Independence Day weekend.
Or no, I'm sorry.
No, 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 no. It's
No,
the weekend
the weekend,
before that. So
the weekend before.
28th.
It's the
So,
20th. Yeah.
um, so yeah. I mean, we'll have baseball. NHL will be over by then.
Yep.
So, we'll be able to talk about the Stanley Cup Finals. We'll talk more baseball, more Giants and Cubs. I'm sure. Um, because I don't want anyone, and I don't want any of them on an All Star. The only All Star I would say would be Ben Brown, but I don't think he'll qualify just because he won't have enough starts. Um, and he's been our best pitcher. But I like PCA and
I think
anyone else.
PCA is probably an all-star now. Dude, if
Yeah,
he faces
that
the Giants every single day, he's Barry
yeah.
Bonds.
I don't know. He's got to ramp it up the next couple of weeks if that's going to happen. But I mean, he still leads in defensive WAR, right? So I mean, it's just
That's with
well,
it. And
actually,
I've seen him make nasty mistakes out in the outfield too.
yeah.
And he still is the
So
best outfielder in the league.
um, but yeah, so that's it. So yeah, so a couple weeks. Yeah, NBA will be going, and yeah, I mean, we'll just probably have a handful of sports to talk about. But yeah, other than that, hit us up on the directories that you guys listen to your favorite podcast, and catch us on YouTube if you want to see us live or not live, but in person and see what we look like. And you, I'll put a quiz up there about something. So just to see if you guys want to do a vote on something. So, that was I was gonna do. I was gonna put a quiz about should we cross over to political. That's what I was gonna put. So I'll put that up there this week. So, all right, gang. If we got nothing else, peace out.